I saw this guy coming up like the mayor, like shaking people's hands,
kissing all the ladies.
Charmed the pants off me.
He's French, come on. Of course he's warm and fuzzy.
Raymond gave a little French feeling, and everybody loved it.
Grew up in a very small town north of Paris.
I was born on a bike.
My first bike was the minimum of a bike. Had a fixed gear, no brakes.
Racing bicycles, is normal. In the United States, they do basketball or baseball, but in France, they race bicycles.
My team was a Cat 3. So we were 5 guys. We raced from Paris to Chantilly. That was about, say, 35 miles, time trial.
And he decided he could have more opportunities in the United States, and he came to the U.S. and went to Chicago.
I never touched a bike in Chicago because of the weather. It was so bad, you know. But when I arrived in Los Angeles, then I thought to myself, with the weather like that, I need a bike.
I believe he knew the people he started the restaurant with.
Raymond.
Gérard, Robert,
and you.
LaGrange is a barn. Same like here. It's a barn.
I wanted to put some hay in the restaurant, but the fire department says, you know, you can't do that because it can catch fire.
It was a good name because the street next door was LaGrange. But we found out why the street was named LaGrange. People from VCLG, his name was LaGrange. The city of Los Angeles gave his name to the street.
We were getting a little bit fat all over, you know.
He was gaining weight.
It was getting so bad physically that I said I have to start a bike club.
The founding year, 1969. Oh, and actually I shouldn't even comment on this because it's my birth year.
So they set up their Sunday ride, Nichols Canyon, same ride, same Nichols Canyon ride that is on the LaGrange ride list today.
5 miles of pain and suffering straight away from West Hollywood. You make that left turn up to Nichols Canyon and, oh baby, at that time, tighten down the toe clips and reach down for your down tube shifters, baby, and get going.
This man has incredible, solid looking legs, tan, and I couldn't believe it. This man of 70, Ramon, must have been 75 or 76 years old.
When we turned down Sepulveda, you better be on his wheel, because that man would roll away from you so fast if you weren't on his wheel. Here he is, he's coasting down Sepulveda. I am hammering in my biggest gear trying to stay on his wheel.
And at the end, We used to go in a restaurant and have some Perrier at that time. That was a very trendy water.
He would take out some limes and cut those up, and we'd squeeze the lime juice into the water and drink, and it was great.
We would all sit around in the restaurant and lie about how well we did in the day's ride.
And then little by little, everybody came, and the club became like 12, 15, became like a racing orientation.
The reason they became a formal club was to have a racing team.
Ramon used to take people to the races, and he would be there with his van and supporting them, which was wonderful. I think Ramon actually dug into his own pocket from time to time and subsidized guys.
Bart Brody was a good racer, and Ramon arranged for him to go to Europe and race.
And he was very proud of being part of their development. He has been extremely interested in youth racing and the development of youth in racing.
Completed their run here at the Manhattan Beach Grand Prix.
There were two eras in which they had money.
What were the dues? They were like $12 a year. What were we going to do for some kid who says, hey, I want to go here, I want to go here?
Well, in those days, it was very difficult for professional riders to get sponsors.
Bud Myers knows a lot of people. And one of the guys that he knew,
champion of Yugoslavia,
Milan Panic. And he put up a bunch of money, and we were able to at that time, recruit some very strong riders.
Well, I think that was, that was probably the best deal that happened to us,
We had people like Steve Haig, who was a gold medal winner in the Olympics.
Velo Rogers was also involved. Now, these were national class riders.
That's why they call him still the Turbo. Because he's a strong rider.
Guys think I'm a dinosaur out there, and they don't realize when I started, Ramon was a dinosaur.
Even right now, he's still racing.
The culture of slowing down busy life, not just riding and running away and going off to your daily chores.
Like now we have the pit coffee after the ride,
But to sit down for a little while, enjoy life, enjoy your friends and company and conversation, that was all facilitated by Ray.
How much did that cost?
Raymond was so proud of the French national team's visit.
That was a 1933 world champion. His name was Toto Girardin.
The coach of the French national track team. And they came to the U.S. for a nationals race at the Encino Velodrome. And I had invited all of them to my house for dinner with Ramon and Marie and my wife. So we had a lovely dinner, and we wanted to show them Nichols Canyon. And so we all mounted the bikes up on my driveway.
We went down and up again to get out of the door.
And they all came down. Ramon was first.
And we had a crack there.
And his chain broke. And he fell over, and the whole French team fell on top of him.
I wiped everybody down. So we had the whole French team on the ground.
It was just before the first West LA College race. And he was delighted because many years ago, he had set up the same race. He knew the course well. He had ridden the whole thing, but the fact that one was being done on the same circuit that he had done so many years ago just delighted him. He thought that was such fun.
you start out as a member. You put on a jersey and you ride with a bunch of these people.
We have such a wide demographic, ranging from college kids all the way up to people who are retired.
In our hours of riding alongside, having conversations, everything from serious to hilarious, become your family.
An extended family, I call it. And it has changed a lot of people's lives.
Go on other training rides and people crash and you see that, people don't stop and make sure they're okay. I'm like, this is crazy.
You actually get a spirit and a pride of belonging to it.
A home for me, if you will.
And I think anybody that's wearing a jersey out there that's on a bicycle with a helmet on is part of the family.
He is extremely interested in the development of racing abilities and skills.
My gearing was so absolutely atrocious that I was dropping my chain all the time. Anything that you could possibly imagine going wrong went wrong.
Yeah, it's a combination, pedaling a little bit and try to cut the corners.
Learned a lot about how to race in a pack with the really fast guys, what the team tactics are.
You have to push a little bit.
I learned a few things from him, especially to cheat.
And then all of a sudden there's just this vast amount of knowledge that gets shared.
Yeah, play the elbow.
And Ramon is LaGrange. And without him, cycling in Southern California wouldn't be what it is.
He has the passion of cycling.
Ray is Southern California cycling.
I couldn't believe it. I said, this man is known by the entire Southern California cycling community.
Raymond Fouquet, thank you for LaGrange.
Thanks, Ray.
Thank you, Raymond.
Thank you.
Merci.
Thank you, Raymond.
Hey, Ramon, thanks.
Hey, thanks, Ramon. Thank you, Ray.
Thank you, Ray.
Thank you, Ray.
In French way.
Thanks, Ray.
Thank you, Ray.
Thank you, Ray. Thanks.
Merci, Raymond.
Vive LaGrange.
Merci beaucoup. Grâce à toi.
Et encore une chose, Raymond.
Thank you, Ray.
You're welcome.
Je veux pas finir mes jours à Tombouctou, la peau tirée par des machines à clous. Moi je veux être fripée